Hello, my name's Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to be teaching you about opening your clairvoyance. Oh, how cool, how wonderful, how awesome and amazing and spectacular. I'm going to be teaching you new things you didn't know about clairvoyance in this video. I teach a lot about clairvoyance and I love helping people develop their clairvoyance. It's an awesome, amazing, wonderful gift. It's actually one of the most necessary gifts. It opens with clairaudience, but you should open it with clairaudience. That's just okay. I'm gonna say this right now. For the people who have necklaces from Florida Stone Man, they 100% know those Florida Stone Man necklaces will pop your clairvoyance open and you will see everything. What's clairvoyance like after a certain point? You know how you're watching me on the phone? It's like you're seeing me on the phone right now. Just, you can even see outside your mind's eye. You can literally, you know how a hologram projector, what do they call it? Hologram projector, or like a screen projector projects on a wall. That's how you can see your visions. Just like that. So you can do whatever you want with the clairvoyance. You can, after a certain point, the necklaces that you get from Florida Stone Man will turn your clairvoyance into something that you get to customize. So you're like, whoa, I can see a whole lot more. So there's in clairvoyance and out clairvoyance. There's a clairvoyance in your imagination, which that's your mind's eye. It's not your imagination. Imagination. They're hiding it in front of you guys, like imagination, imagination. Okay, so imagination under God. I can start rapping right now. Imagine a nation under God. Everything's good. People who tell you that your imagination's a fraud. I don't know. Okay, I have fun here. And that's the thing with your clairvoyance. Your angels will have fun with your clairvoyance. So it's all relative. People are like, well, I watch a video about clairvoyance and he starts rapping and he starts singing and making poetry. Yes. Poetry will set you free. I have fun, and so because that's the first step. You gotta stop taking your clairvoyance so seriously. You gotta stop. Like, have fun with it. I mean, don't be, because you can imagine stuff, but you're literally using your clairvoyance most of the time. If you're trying to make something up, then you're making something up. If you take a pen and paper and you start drawing stuff, it still comes from somewhere, actually. So you never truly make something up, but you will be influenced regardless. So you want to be influenced by something good versus something not good. Fun fact: the world's most talented artists. If you ever wonder how can these people make these paintings, these images? Like, how can someone draw or paint that? They can actually see it on the paper before they're drawing it. They're just doing a stencil. They're doing a stencil with their third eye. They're like it's already on the paper. It's probably an angel giving them the pattern. It is an angel giving them a pattern, or sometimes it's not angels. You ever see some paintings and you're like, what was this person doing before they painted that? Like, that's grim. It's because the entity's projecting it. The entity's making a painting, the person's painting it. They're both painters. Entity, person. Same thing with angel paintings. The angels paint in the clouds all the time. That's how you can see visions in the clouds. So, easy way to see clairvoyant visions, look in the clouds. The worst thing you could ever happen to your clairvoyance is you thinking that, and this is I'm going to share with you guys the toughest part about clairvoyance. You thinking you might be wrong. This is the biggest thing, because people will shut you down right quick. They'll shut you down right quick. The biggest thing with your clairvoyance, for the first 7 years that you use your clairvoyance, I mean, you can do it in less than that, but you probably will be able to predict before that. But try not to be someone who assumes or makes assumptions based on your clairvoyance. Don't do that, unless it's being screamed at you. So, for example, and some people will get, and make sure you're grounding when you're doing clairvoyance. Some people will get wacky with their clairvoyance. So make sure you're being grounded, rational, sane, of light. Because I know people who, I knew people, because I cut them out of my lives. They would see that, that person's hungry. And I'm like, okay. Because I will ask people, I'm like, okay, for people who get custom necklaces from me, or necklaces from me from the website, I actually train them in clairvoyance. And I'll train you correctly in clairvoyance. You're like, okay, this is good, this is not good. Basically, you're on the right path, you're not on the right path. The right path is when it's pure, it's good, of light. So when it's true, when it's right. The wrong path is when you start getting a little weird or a little dark. For example, you'll ask someone, okay, what do you see in your mind's eye? I see a French fry. And then that person's soul will kick in. Their lower self will kick in. I'd like you guys to remind me about lower selves, because not everyone has a higher self. Their lower self will kick in, or their medium self, and they'll be like, I see French fries, and that person's rotten soul will be like, I see French fries, and they'll start putting things together that don't go together. Because that person's hungry, they're seeing French fries, and they'll be like, I see French fries. So that French fries mean food. Food is something that is and something that does. Maybe you're a French fry. Maybe you're gonna fry me and you think I'm French. It's like, that's visions coming from a spirit. So another thing is, like, for example, people will see a knife in the vision. They'll be like, oh, and they will not use their better judgment. They'll be like, oh, I feel like everyone's out to backstab me. And if everyone's backstabbing, meanwhile, you're supposed to cut some entity or tie off, and that's why the angel's showing you the knife, because there's an entity nearby and they're showing you a knife. Just assume what you're seeing is positive. If you start assuming negative stuff, you will attract spirits and demons. Don't assume negative stuff when you're looking in your third eye. When you're a child of the Most High God and you ask for protections, and make sure you ask the Lord to bless your clairvoyance. So assume everything is good and everything's fine. People will literally lose their gift of clairvoyance because they start flipping out. They see, and that's the thing, you'll start, for example, you'll see either light or you'll see dark. You'll see things that are really light, or you'll see things that are just dark. If you start, what happens if you start seeing things that are dark? You change the vision. You go from seeing what you're seeing and being like, okay, next. If you're just basically, it's like a camera roll. Close your mind's eye. Okay, so open your mind's eye and close your eyes. It's probably black. For most people, it's black. Some people see shapes. The first thing you might see is a silhouette. That's usually your guardian angel, or it's Saint Michael. Now, I'd like you to try to start tracing stuff. Like, yeah, I don't see it. You do see it. Just assume you see it, and you're gonna see it. Like, well, I see something that kind of looks like it, but it doesn't look like it. You see it. I'm telling you, you see it. Like, you see it whether you know it or not. It's there. If you want to see it, then you can draw it. So you can basically make yourself see it. They do this in photography school. So close your eyes and see a door. And you see the door. Is it open or is it closed? Of course, this door is open. What kind of door is it? Everyone's door will be different. So it's like, oh, it's a big black wooden door. Oh, it's a tan door. It's a beige door. So this is the start of your clairvoyance. Actually, I'm going to start you off by doing this exercise. So you guys will have clairvoyant visions like this. So see the door. I'm seeing a cellar door. A cellar, it's like a wine cellar. Of course it's a wine cellar. The blood of Jesus. Yes. So basically it has I could draw it out. I can't describe it. It's like it has bolts around it. It's a strong door. It's old fashioned. What does your door look like? Tell me what your door looks like. Is the door being held open? Is it for the people who get the reference, Hodor? Is it a door that's being held open? Is it a dark door? Is it a light door? Now, see another door, for example. I'd like you to pick two doors. So now the next door I see is... it's white, but there's like a bag of groceries around the handle, so... it could mean that you just need to go grocery shopping or whatever, but just have fun with it. Like, this is the start of your clairvoyant vision. So close your eyes and see the two doors. You'll probably, even when you just try to see two doors, you'll see a million different things. You'll be like, okay, I see stage lights and I see night lights, and then you'll see the two doors and you'll see like a shadow person, then you'll see a light person, and then you'll start seeing a whole bunch of stuff. That's how clairvoyance works. So I have another technique for people who don't feel very extremely clairvoyant. So, but when you see the two doors, so I see a wooden cellar door and this is your angels. Your angels are behind this. They're making sure they're sending you visions. You're not doing it by yourself. So there's two doors, the cellar door, the white door. Which one am I going to take? Of course, the wine cellar. Wine cellar. I think I said it right. Cellar. Basically the one that looks like a wine cellar door. So I'd like you guys to pick a door as well. So close the other door and then open the other door. So when you open the door, don't go into it, but what do you see after you open it? Like, just take a second. Whatever you see is not wrong. Whatever you see is not wrong. So I open the wine cellar door. Okay. I mean, this is just where it's got interesting for me. I don't know what you guys saw, but I'm seeing all the demons that I've imprisoned, all in the wine cellar. I guess because they represent the blood of Jesus. So I've done a lot of exorcisms in November. So I'm going out of that door and closing the door. So basically, venture into your mind's eye. If you see something, like, you guys stay there. So, and they're actually in a place in a very specific dimension. Yeah. But so the thing is, you'll see things, and what you see is not wrong. It represents something. So if you think you're wrong, you're not wrong. Unless you're just making stuff up and you're ungrounded, and then you're having ungrounded visions. You might as well just take a paint and throw it on a canvas. But let's go to the white door now. So what kind of door, what did you see when you opened the door? You might have seen like a mall, shoes. You might have seen beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, canned yams, hogs, dogs, chickens, frogs. I don't know what you guys seen, but Thanksgiving's around the corner, and the angels love Thanksgiving. They love Thanksgiving, so they're always singing that song. They're like, you guys gotta prepare some beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, and leave them out on the table for the angels. But and angels can eat salt too. They're not spirits, but that's hilarious. So whatever you're seeing is correct. It references something. It could be the future. It could be your past. It could be the subconscious. So you might see into the subconscious. That's not wrong either. So I roll my eyes up because it makes the visions like my phone. It's like I can see a different pocket reality. I start splitting up into different multi-dimensions, and I can see myself holding a phone that actually contains visions, not me holding a phone. So let's describe your vision to me. What do you see in that door? Look around in the room. Whatever you see is not wrong. Whatever you see is not wrong. It's not wrong. I don't care what it is. I mean, it's not wrong in the sense that your mind's projecting it to you, so it's either subconscious, it could be truth or not truth. So you might see an illusion, or you might see a not illusion. Sometimes when you look in clairvoyance, you'll see an illusion. I wonder if anyone of you saw a rat, because there's a rat in the bush making noise, or a bunny, because there's bunnies back there. But let's go to the other door. Let's back out of that door. Let's close the door, and when you close the door, pull throw like a blanket on the door, or just try to break the door. Like just lock it, and then don't focus on the door anymore. So throw the door out. Just delete the door, so you only see one door. It's whatever door is the next door over. It could be a white door, because I've been saying white door, but now there's a different door, a different shape. I see a white door, and it's just white. It might change a couple of times into a new door, but just have fun with this door exercise. You're opening the doors to your clairvoyance. So if you have a tough time concentrating, close your eyes or look at a wall, or look at the sky. So I open the white door, and I see a bunch of angels. A bunch of angels chilling. I see Sandalphon with the harp. Sandalphon likes the harp. Michael on the drums. And what you're seeing is, because angels actually have a gap of, I think the mice are trying to get my attention, but the angels have a gap of what they can send you. So they can they'll send you stuff that's nonsensical, or that might seem silly, just to have fun, because it's not all serious. Like, if an angel's being serious 100% of the time, their jobs would be boring. They enjoy helping you. So I can see Samuel with the cello. So it seems like a band of angels. So in heaven, they do play a lot of music. I hope you do know that. So I see my guardian on a keyboard / he says he likes a xylophone. I don't know what that is. I know it's an instrument, but I don't know what it was when I was seeing it. He says he likes a xylophone. I just said it. Okay, so in essence, what do you see in your clairvoyant, in those clairvoyant doors? You see another door, and the thing is, make another door. Make another one. Now, I'm going to tell you where you get messed up. If you try to make a door into someone's house, you're now theirs. They can do whatever they want with you, and God will let them do whatever they want with you. For example, if you try to intrude in someone's dreams, or try to make a door into someone's dreams, and that person's spiritually protected, you might never get back to your body. People don't think I'm joking. They don't think I'm joking until the ambulance has to pick them up from the hospital because they're not moving in their body anymore, or they try to see multiple doctors, and they're having disassociation symptoms, and they're like, oh, it's probably the weed you smoked, or they're like, you can't ever get help. You go to 100,000 spiritualists and no one can help you, because spiritual law states that when you walk into a person's territory, now you're theirs. It's like you broke into someone's house and you're trying to be innocent. No, that doesn't work like that. So when you're trying to intrude in someone's privacy, if you're gonna do this exercise with someone, ask them, and make sure that person's energetically cleansed, or you'll pick up attachments or entities. You should be doing these exercises with a tourmaline necklace. Atacamite will open your visions fully, so that instead of trying to see a vision, it happens regardless, and you're able to control it 100%. So some days you'll feel like you're able to have a vision. Some days you'll be like, I can't have a vision. I don't know why. It's not coming to me. Atacamite holds the door open. It's getting to be a full moon right now, so it'll be a lot easier for you guys. After the full moon, you'll be like, what happened? I can't do it. I can't do it. Atacamite has that energy in it. So you can get Atacamite from FloridaStoneman.com as a necklace. You can also get a custom necklace when you DM Florida Stoneman on Instagram. They're personalized with the help of my angels in prescribing you a necklace. Spiritually prescribed, not physically. I'm not a physical doctor. I've said that a million times. I'll say it a million more times. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao. Have fun.